Saturday will not only include the celebration in honor of UMD's annual Military Appreciation Game, but the Bulldogs will also pay tribute to the life and legacy of former UMD football player Reed Ryan by retiring his jersey ahead of kickoff against Morehead State on Saturday. Ryan spent one final college football season in Bulldog country after transferring from North Dakota State, where he spent 4 prior seasons. On November 28th of last fall, he tragically died due to cardiac arrest. Ryan's number 99 jersey will be the first number in program history to be retired. His jersey will be displayed on the stadium side of the press box building at Mulaski Stadium. While UMD has never experienced a loss in their athletics program like this, head coach Kurt Weezy says while his jersey will hang at Mulaski forever, his legacy will also live on forever too.
It'll be an emotional time, I think, for our staff and for our program, and certainly for Reed's family, as he'll be the first UMD football player to have his jersey retired, and deservingly so. Reed was a tremendous teammate and good football player for us, and was a guy that always led by example. Those are things that we'll remember from Reed Ryan.
He's a great person to have on your team. He was a joy to be around. We miss him every day. We cherish every moment we had with him, and it's kind of an honor that we get to honor him this weekend.
Kickoff is set for 2 p.m. in Bulldog country. All other festivities and celebrations will take place prior to kickoff.